Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code MASECAM or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits with your first deposit and a free pick. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man?
Murder, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. Got the Underdog basketball out.
Yeah.
That part.
Larry, y'all won today or yesterday?
No, we lost, man. We lost.
What's up?
First game back.
I ain't about time. When last time I was an underdog, I'm always a favorite.
Minus money, huh?
Yeah, I'm never really under. It's been a while. It's been a long time, man.
Underdogs.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why I when we was deciding we fuck with them, because it's like, oh, niggas sleeping on them niggas. I like that we can help grow the company, because I felt like other companies, they were sleeping on Underdog. Now niggas is a household name. Not saying they wasn't like that before, but now niggas is like that. I'm happy about it. It's been a little minute, though. I was just thinking about that. What's this mean before the show starts, though, that we're wearing the same colors? Because I came in, I was a little perturbed about it. That's why I threw my glasses on.
Yeah, we do got on the same color.
Yeah, we cool today?
I guess so.
You know what?
On the same team.
Thinking Arabia's on today. Maybe we
the
got
REDSKINS.
It was like
the
Commanders. It was all centered. We didn't even realize it. Yeah.
And Stat got the black on.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even pick this out.
Who picked it?
You still pick out your clothes? that's childish.
That was a good one. You still pick your clothes out like first day of school?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. I was waiting. You let me. I didn't set you up for that, but I swear to God, I heard Mariah Carey tell Dame Dash that when they was like going back on some stunt and shit.
Yeah.
And Dame said some shit like, "Yo, you picked that out?" She said,
You still
He's
still picking his clothes out.
He was stuck.
He was stuck.
Nigga said, "Good one." She was like perturbed about the shit.
Yeah.
Like, niggas still picking out their
Like, who got time to do that?
Yeah, so I ain't going. That wasn't mine.
You picked that outfit out?
Yes, I did. I have stylists, but I chose this. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I never got a chance to use that, but I literally didn't pick this out today.
Nice. Okay, so we're actually going to start with basketball because there's a lot going on that I want you guys' opinion on. So we're going to start with this whole Stephen A situation. So he went on Gil's Arena talking about the incident where LeBron confronted him courtside about Bronny. He went on to say a lot of people thought this was the end of the game or something like that. This was in the third quarter. Apparently LeBron walked out of the timeout and I turn around and he's right here in my face. And he said, "Yo, you got to stop talking shit about my son." Stephen A. later explained that he thought the whole interaction was weak and he thought it was bullshit. He did explain that he understood James as his father speaking up for his son. But what do you make of this explanation? Because, of course, the part that everybody's running with is calling LeBron weak for approaching him about Bronny. So want to get you guys' opinion on that part of the situation. Cam, I'm going to let you go first.
I talked about this on Talk with Flea yesterday morning. Let me take my glasses off. It's a little coming in. It's a little bright. What happened is this. I don't really talk to people about how they father their kids or parent their kids, as long as you're doing a good job, or how fit the best job you could do for your child. And to me, it was one thing that Stephen A. said that I don't think that when LeBron approached him, he said what he meant. And this was just my opinion. Everybody was criticizing Bronny, saying he was not doing good, not saying he wasn't ready for the league, et cetera, nepotism, all this stuff. And that was cool to me, but it was something that Stephen A. Smith said. And when he was like, one day he was like, as a father, I'm asking you to stop this, Bron. So I'm asking you to stop this as a father. And then I remember the next day, Stephen A. getting on the air, and he was like, people from LeBron camp calling me yada, 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 yada. And like I did something wrong, this, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera. So to me, I don't think it was about Bronny, and this is just my opinion, I could be totally wrong. I'm just saying from what I seen, the videos, the people talking, just putting my pieces of the collage together, is when he said, as a father, I'm asking you to stop this. As a dad, stop this, when Bronny wasn't playing it. And I think that Bron had a problem with him questioning his parenting, my personal opinion. I don't think it was about basketball. I'm not saying him and LeBron have the best relationship in the world, but I just think, to me, LeBron was being questioned about his parenting. And if it's about his parenting, I don't think you can ask another father to do as good of a job as LeBron is doing parenting. Now, if people have problems with the way Bronny plays, he's an athlete. He has to be open to speculation when he's not playing good. He's a professional athlete. It's just the way it is. When you're a professional athlete, you're open to criticism, and that's just that. But I think it was more about him questioning the parenting skills, my personal opinion, because I remember he was like, I'm getting calls the next day, this, that, and the third. But when you're talking about criticizing Bronny playing, and he's not playing good, you can't be mad at that. That's just part of him being an athlete. As a father, you did everything you could do, talking about LeBron, to get your son to a professional athlete. And whether he deserves to be there or not, that's him. When he gets there, that's for him to prove. Because we got eyes. We're going to see if he don't need to be there. But as a father, what I was specifying on Talk with Flea yesterday, Murder, was that as parents, I'm not talking about Bronny or anything else.
Yeah.
If you can, and I know you have a whole different take. I know your take is probably going to be, but what I'm saying is parents, nothing to do with Bronny, anything. If you own a company and your son is just as qualified as somebody else to do the job that they want him to do,
he's getting a job.
He's getting a job.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. Now, whether he's qualified to get the job, that's going to be up to him to see if he's qualified to keep doing the job. That's what I was saying about with my son. I said, my son's fucking running the company. If somebody has the same skill as my son to do the job and their skill set is equal, my son's going to get the job.
Yeah.
If he's not qualified, then I'm going to put somebody there who's qualified. But I think more people have a problem with how he got there.
Yeah.
And if he's not playing good, that's that. But my personal opinion is, just to answer the question, put some context before I give you my answer stat, is that I don't think it was about Bronny playing. I think that Bron had a problem with when a nigga was like, when Stephen A. was saying, stop this as a father. Come on, as a father, I'm asking you to stop this. And that's my opinion. Do I think it's weak? It don't look strong. Somebody made a point. I remember when, and it's part of being a parent, but when you're a parent at the highest level, it's different. It was somebody brought up a time when LeBron got into it with Kevin Garnett as a player. His mother jumped up, LeBron's mother, to try and get at Kevin Garnett, and then LeBron was like, sit down, because he could take care of himself. But it's just instinct as a parent, my personal opinion. But I don't think it has nothing to do with Bronny's play. I think when that came out of LeBron's mouth, it was more about his parenting skills, because we all see if Bronny's doing good or bad. We got eyes.
It's really nothing for me to say when it comes, like you said, when it comes to somebody parenting. That doesn't merit my take on it. If we're talking about something else, I would be able to give a take. But
right.
you hit it 100% on the head. Pause. That if it's a parenting situation, that's how he chose to parent the situation. I don't have nothing to say about that.
Okay, and there you have it. Next person we gotta talk about is Skip Bayless. So he spoke on KD saying, "The more I watch him at age 36, the more he looks mentally semi-retired to me." KD then responded via Twitter saying, "Fuck it, we're both washed. It was a great run at Real Skip Bayless." So what? How do you feel?
Yeah.
Yo,
When trolling goes wrong.
yo, KD.
KD has no filter. I bet you he was on X when he said that, right?
Yo,
He said, "Fuck it, we both washed. And what about it?"
KD on X is different. He's like a whole different person on X. He's like a superhero on X. Like, he says the most outlandish things. Oh, man, KD, if you're watching this, can you send some of your X posts to It Is What It Is so we can post them?
Yeah. Yo, you might need to get somebody who's going down KD shit. Like, shout out to Tristan. Tristan knows a lot of KD shit. So I might call in to send all of the shits that KD be saying.
KD is a wild boy. Oh, man. You take somebody like Skip Bayless, think he's making a point, and then he trolls him right back. We're both washed, you know? I'm washed. You're washed. And how do you fight when somebody say, we're both washed? We're both washed. What's your comeback for that? I'm lit.
You know, that's what I was going to say.
I'm still lit.
You know why that's such a great comeback?
Yeah.
Because we know KD's not washed, but we just saying if we compare who's more washed, because that's the great point that you just made. You can't say I'm lit. You're not more lit than me because you washed. We both washed. It's sensational, yo.
He said we're both washed, and then he's looking at what he does and putting it on a level. And then what KD is doing, but like you said, KD is performing still at a high level. And now he's telling Skip Bayless, you're not still at that level. In fact, you've taken some steps down.
Yeah, compared to me.
Yeah, so KD, this was one for the ages. Pause, for real. I think Skip Bayless didn't have a comeback for it.
What can you say?
What can you say?
Because what Skip Bayless would say is that I'm actually not washed. And you're like,
yes,
you are.
Yo, KD trolled him.
Nah, I like that. You know, first, like I said, Mase is right. We need to get all KD's tweets because KD is wild funny. A lot of shit that the media misses. It was somebody where, I think I talked about this a couple seasons ago. That was one of his best joints was, to me, when somebody said, yo, I woke up for late. I was trying to get my schedule. My Wi-Fi went out. I didn't have any Wi-Fi. I get to my car tire was flat. I went to get on the bus. The bus splashed water on me before I got to work, but I got to work late. And I still did it. I didn't take the easy way out like Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant said, so you happy your Wi-Fi went out? You got splashed with water on the way to work? Sounds fun.
And he take the easy way out.
Take the easy way out. But the thing about it is, when Kevin Durant got time, he's hilarious because I ain't going to front. I guess we both washed. It's crazy because Skip can't really say nothing back to that. That was crazy.
That's definitely a meme.
And it was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick.
Ended it just like that. So based on kind of what we've seen and even just discussed, like just for the first part of the show, we've seen a lot of discourse between athletes and media personalities. Do you guys feel like there's a better way to handle these situations, or do you just feel like it's inevitable, people are going to be mad regardless and they just say what they want to say and move on? Or do you think that there's a better way to kind of handle these situations, confront either athletes or personalities when they're talking about you?
I think, to your question, both two things could be true at the same time. Do the people that are doing the journalism need to get better, myself included? Yes, because when you got this new age journalism, people are just saying things for clicks. They're saying things and I'm not doing that, but most people, they're just saying what they say because they know it's going to go viral and it's going to keep them in the algorithm. But the algorithm doesn't always pay off. So even when it comes to that, you got people that are doing things that's going to backfire because later on down the line, they're going to need the person that they're using that trying to get on the algorithm against. And I mean that in a sports way. When you think of the questions people ask, they're not thinking about what they're asking. They're not doing their research. They're just shooting off the hip. And I think that don't make good journalism. I think it really matters. When I used to watch like not Marv Albert. Is Marv Albert? Marv Albert was a journalist, right?
Well, no, he was an announcer for the games.
Oh yeah.
I know he's sportscaster.
Yeah.
I know he started biting bitches too.
That's what made me stop.
Start making the face you don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's what made me stop when I said Marv Albert. I meant to say Ahmad Rashad and people like that was interviewing athletes.
Now, go ahead, Google this style like I'm making this up.
Go ahead. Go
ahead, fine, sister. Go ahead, Google it.
It'd be amazing what she doesn't know, right?
It's crazy.
I didn't think we bugging out.
She said bite made her face and then she went straight to Google. Go ahead, Google
I was like, why are you biting women? Like, how do you get in that
He was dressing
position?
up in stockings and biting bitches, man.
And yes, I'm making 1967 to 2004. I was born in 2001, Mase. Like,
but you made the face like niggas didn't know though.
Yeah, you made the face like we was making this up.
Did you find the biting shit?
it says, yeah.
All right then.
That's crazy.
So back to the journalism before the biting, right?
Right.
I'm saying these journalists, they were really on their game, Stuart Scott, people like that, Dick Vitale, those are the people I watched. What's the guy on Partner Interruption?
It's Tony
Mike Wilborn.
Yeah, Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilborn.
Yeah, they really know their stuff. And when you got people like that talking about the sports, it makes for a better conversation because they actually know what they're talking about. And I think somewhere in the NBA, the game became so sensitive that people don't like criticism, and they don't like criticism coming from people they felt like didn't play the game. And then they start discrediting the people that didn't play the game as if because you didn't play, you actually don't know. And that doesn't make sense because there's people that run the NBA that never played. There's people that run music that never made an album, but they still know what they're talking about when it comes to what they're talking about. So that would be my take. That's what messed a lot of things up. Sensitivity and people not respecting other people's voice.
Right. And just to piggyback off of what you just said towards the end, when it comes to people, when they be like, oh, you never played or you haven't been to sports, you don't know. And it's always good to me. That's why when we bring football season around or basketball season, that we try and have somebody who has more experience than us to fill us in with things that we haven't seen. It's always great to have a O.J. Simpson or Michael Irvin or even somebody like Arabia who's deep into footballs. I seen her basketball take. She doesn't have one clue about basketball, but she knows a lot of football. We appreciate her up here. But to Mace's point, when he's like, oh, you never played this, that, and the third, and we never played at a professional level. We got to college. But the point being is, it's more people who haven't played than played. And it's a lot of people gambling, and not just gambling, invested in their city and their team because the city's in. And they got an opinion. And to me, this is why me and Mase and myself came with this show, because we can sit there and analyze and do statistics and analytics and call players and GMs and everybody else to get information, which we do. But we also talk to niggas who outside who like, yo, Cam, you know niggas now. Come on, my nigga. Had the whole shit fucked up last night. Niggas, yo, you know niggas almost bet the house on this nigga. He just made whatever the bet is. Yo, call that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's the gap between that. So when players get mad and be like, you never played, this time played. It's more people who haven't played invested in y'all niggas than the people who actually did play. That's why the arenas is filled up. That's why the stadiums is filled up.
That's a great point. It's 30 to 40,000 people that didn't play. That's gone into your pocket.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get into football. It can be 80, 90,000, 100 people, 100,000 people. And we're not talking about pardon murder. We're not talking about who's at the game.
Yeah.
We're talking about who's watching the game besides the people who's at the game. So when people are like, oh, you didn't play this, well, niggas been watching probably before you was born. Not just, I'm talking about older fans.
Yeah, the same way you said about the Bronny situation. You said anybody with eyes know what they see. I don't have to play basketball to know that basket didn't go in. And it keeps not going in for us. So. That's what I do know. OJ said it, you got to grasp on the obvious.
Right.
That's the obvious. Exactly. When you come in, we lose. Like, we got to pay attention to that. And I don't mean Bronny. I just mean, you know, people have eyes. They're watching the game. I know this person scores 30. I know this guy is on the record of scoring 30. I want to know why you get 3 people together that could all score 30 and you go on a losing rampage. Right? That's already 90 points between Bill, KD, and Booker. That's 90 points. That should be 90 points. If nobody else scores, that many people can get 30.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. Yeah, 100% correct. But yeah, like I was saying, but that's a great point to add on to what I was saying. I don't know what you were saying. You get mad, and these are niggas just paying your contracts. The sponsors, the fans, like that's the way it is. But I get it. You be like, you ain't got no experience. You don't know. Some niggas got mad experience in betting on young niggas. And like Mase said, nigga, you don't gotta be no genius to see that the ball does not keep going in the basket.
Yeah.
Or to see that you keep dropping passes. Or
every time you play Denver, you don't go on a trip. Something happens.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not available. Your nail broke. Something like that.
Yeah, we don't see that.
Yeah, we don't see it.
We don't see that.
Okay, and then just side note, because I'm just looking into this. How did you even know about the biting thing? Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is that?
Yo, you know what's crazy, man? Hold on real quick. Because I'm talking to you, but I see, I'm like, yo, I said, I'm in my brain, I said, I hope Stat's not on Marv Albert Wikipedia. And I seen the Wikipedia, and I'm like,
this 1995 article.
That's what I'm saying, like, she's like, how do you know about this? Contrary to belief, I wasn't big on school, but I was big on reading the paper. Every morning I paid my money and bought a paper every day because I want to see box scores too. I realized there wasn't no phone to see box scores and everything.
Yeah.
And the first 6 pages was always interesting. Then I'd go to the back of the paper and read all the sports. But Marv Albert was on the front page of the fucking Daily News with stockings on. Talking about he biting bitches. I was out in the streets in 95, my nigga. I don't know what you think I was doing, but me and Murder was outside in 95. What year that was 95?
95.
It says 97. This article is 97, but yeah, around that time.
Yeah, we was in high school, just getting out.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like coming back from school and seeing that on the paper. Like, I don't know.
So what'd you learn just now from that?
I just learned that was his unusual sex act. So like, that's the thing he was into, like biting people. Like, that's what I was reading. I'm like, what?
But he was a great analyst.
Yeah, but like, why are you doing that on the side? I don't get it. Like, it doesn't really correlate.
That goes to what I told you the other day when you said, Mase, you know me. I said, you
don't
never
really know anybody.
People.
Yeah.
You see?
That's crazy, though.
But see what I'm saying is that the reason this came to fruition, I don't remember. So like I said, I remember Marv. You gotta realize, like, we got Barkley and Shaq and everybody.
He was always in the finals.
The nigga, and they was playing when he was. Marv Albert was like the voice that you wanted to hear, almost like Dick Vitale for college. Yeah. So it was a big deal. And not just biting people, he was wearing stockings and heels.
Yeah, that's what it's, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think the reason why it really came to fruition, it was like kind of back when Mase said this a few seasons ago when he was like, when consensual is not a surprise. And I think Marv tried to surprise bite a few bitches. Yeah, like it wasn't. Yeah, like yo, he's like, he said,
You listening to too much DMX?
Yeah, nigga said, yo, Marv, what is you doing? Nigga say, oh, you ain't read the ad. I like biting, and I think it was like 3-4 females came out and was like he was biting me, and I didn't want to be bit.
Oh,
I think that's how that came out. I don't remember, but I remember Marv was on the front page for nibbling on a couple joints, man.
Yeah, that's a crazy story. I just had to look into it.
Yeah, that's one of them shits where when you go in the computer and you see that first, you ever go on YouTube and be like, I'm going to search this and see some other shit and then just fall down a rabbit hole pause of the other shit that you wasn't even looking for. That's how it just looked with you and Marv.
That's what happened. I just kept seeing more and more, and I'm good off that. Yeah, he could go do that somewhere else. Okay, so we talked about Stephen A. LeBron confrontation. We talked about Skip Bayless KD confrontation. In the midst of it all, there is some good things. So Stephen A. revealed why his $100 million ESPN deal wouldn't have happened without Skip. So for those who don't know, Stephen A. agreed to a 5-year contract that will pay him an average of $20 million a year. Great deal. Congrats to Stephen A. Yeah. Stephen A. basically gave Skip Bayless his flowers and said, it began with you and my former boss, Jamie, over at First Take. You pushed for me to be on First Take, being limited to 1 appearance a week to start off at. Even then, you had battles just to get me on the air and then ultimately insisting on me having 5 days a week. There's no way on earth that happens without you, without Jamie, so it starts there. Mase, what are your thoughts on Stephen A. actually sitting down with Skip and giving him his flowers?
I think that's a beautiful thing for any time when people recognize where the success stems from. But I think it's even a more powerful thing if he figure out a way to help Skip back, because Skip made a definite way for him, and it led to something legendary, led to something that's very groundbreaking, because before Stephen A., I don't think we ever had any black analysts on TV that was making $100 million. So that's what I would say. Figure a way to pay it back.
He went on the show.
Huh?
He went on Skip Bayless' show.
Oh, that's fire then. That is the way then. I didn't see that.
I think that's enough though.
Can't slide $1 million.
Skip Bayless probably feeling Dame Dashes. You know?
No, that's what I'm asking.
A little bit more.
I'm asking you.
The show is not enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Not for $100 million. No.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I'll let you come on, Paul.
What you think is fair? And it don't gotta be money related. It could, if this was, I know you gotta think. Let me think. Somebody that you cool with, like, let's say it was Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
And y'all fell out.
Yeah.
And y'all had a show together. Y'all fell out.
Yeah.
And then you just got the bag. And we already know JD up forever, so this is all hypothetical.
Yeah.
But he's not doing bad, but he ain't doing as good as you.
Yeah.
What are you doing for JD? And I know you got love for JD. That's why I asked that. What's fair for $100 million? For
$100 million, you should at least help him to get to 50. I think I would at least try to help him to get to 50.
What's that mean, Mase? What do you mean try to help him get to 50?
Because if I have access to 100, then I mean I got people in my phone that can help him get 50. It may not be.
Give me this two roundabout. What you going to give me? How you gonna give me the 15? Give me the 15 right now. Give me how. What about the people around? You got it. You got the 100. How is Mase getting me the 15 right now without the people in his phone?
Okay. I mean, you look in your phone and you look at what can actually work to his benefit. I mean, you bring him into the things that he want to do, find out what he wants to do that doesn't conflict with what you're doing. Like, say if that's a show, then maybe now you produce Skip Bayless' show. That would be great. You produce his show. Come on his show once a week and get him back. You're never gonna be what you were, but you could at least be better than what you were before. So I think he could do a show, help Skip out that way. But that would be what he have to do. Not he have to do, but that would be a good thing to do. And people will see that because people watch who you become when you got a lot. People watch to see who you go to help and who you don't help. All of that matters.
Right. That plan is dope. Can I get 10 now? Can I get 10 now, Mase? I like the plan. Can I get 10 million now?
You mean like a wire?
A workout? I know you don't get it all at once. You know, can I get 1.5 a year for the next 10?
Yeah.
That sounds like May 25th. That sounds like May 25th.
That's gonna be our new joke. That's May 25th.
That's May 25th right there, man.
Yeah, I mean JD definitely. If JD needed out, and he doesnn't need it, but if he needed it, I could wire it to him.
I was just wondering.
1.5, sell it to him.
I ain't say 1.5. I'm talking about 1.5. I ain't say 1.5 is good. I got 1.5. Yeah, I said 10 eventually.
Gotta see what he want to do, you know? He may not want 10 million, you know?
Yeah, well, 1.5 is 1.5. These new phones is when niggas pictures be popping up on nigga phone. It's great.
It changes.
What would be your plan?
It's a nigga on a camera.
Yeah. He placed it there, so when he calls, that's his contact picture.
I don't want everybody seeing who the fuck pop up on my phone when my phone ring. Imagine it's like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you got somebody under your phone under PetSmart, and when the picture pop up, she like, pause. Super pause. Like, yo, come on, man. Nobody asked for a whole picture. How you turn that off?
You have to change it in their contact card, but that's the picture they want you to have. You can change it.
I don't want nobody's face popping up.
That's in their pictures.
Change it, yeah.
They put that there. They will have to change it.
What I'm saying
Well, no,
is,
he can change it on his
when
side.
you call me, I don't want to see nobody's face on the call.
That's valid. But it's a nice feature. I think it's good.
See, the new shit. Like I agree. This is a new shit. I grew up
You can't control what picture they use.
Yeah, you can't control what picture they use. And not only that, I hate saying when you say this shit. I grew up for years, and you grew up too without seeing who was calling you stat. Don't act like you grew up, I always seen who was calling me. No, this is some new shit where people's faces is popping up. And I don't necessarily want to see people's faces popping up.
And that's that. Okay, y'all, we're going to go to break. When we return, we'll be joined with our analyst, Arabia, and we'll be talking NFL free agency. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. Wanna be free. Why am I in this woman way free?
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Tonight, the Timberwolves will be playing the Nuggets. Underdog has Anthony Edwards at 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
They're playing the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I'm going higher. Ant-Man is different.
Okay.
Shout out to Ant-Man and Adidas. They just sent me the new Ant-Mans, man. That's it's pretty dope, man. You know, our little history, man. Salute, man. Fuck with Ant-Man and Adidas. Send me the new drinks, man.
All right. Okay.
Higher, lower? I'm going higher.
Okay.
But then got to rev up for the playoffs. We already see Denver making a surge. I think they're in second right now. Timberwolves don't want to fall into that play-in. Yeah, I'm going to go higher. Ant-Man know what time of year it is. Even though he's getting doubled and triple teamed a lot this season, he's going to figure it out.
Okay. Jokic is at 51.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Do you have him higher or lower?
Did you see Jokic have 2 triple-doubles in one game? Larry, I see you write that. Nigga had 2 triple-doubles.
Crazy.
Yo, how you have 2 triple-doubles in one game?
Crazy.
Nigga had 30, 20, 20.
Yeah.
So if you divide all that in 2, it's still a triple-double.
I think it was by the third quarter he had the first triple-double. Like the first few minutes of the third quarter. Then the rest of the game, he got another triple-double.
Yo, the nigga had 30, 21, and 21. And you know what people don't even fucking know? He's in the top 3 points, rebounds, and assists, top 3. And niggas don't even realize he's number 4 in steals. How the fuck is he number 4 in steals? What the fuck?
Number 4 what? All time?
No, this season.
Oh, yeah, this season. Oh,
No, a center is number 4 in steals?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Nah, bro.
He should be the MVP, fam. I know Shea balling, but
This is, I ain't gonna hold.
on, man.
This is a hard decision,
Yeah,
man.
if he doesn't get it this year, it'll probably be over for Shea getting MVP. And I want to see Shea get an MVP, but it seemed like Shaq is. Jokic is becoming as dominant as Shaq.
Yo, fam.
That's what
The
I
whole
said
thing
the
about
other
it,
day.
Shea,
And it was hard for me to say that.
it's hard. It's hard because
Yeah.
boys, I understand this. It's Shaq.
It's Shaq, yeah.
nigga plays point guard for the Denver Nuggets.
Word.
He plays point guard.
35, 21, and 20 is like,
Plays point guard, fam.
Bro, he is 4th in steals. I don't think niggas understand. Like I know the game changed, but I ain't know to go to the change where the centers is in the top 5 in fucking steals. Ain't steals supposed to be for the guards? Like, steals, nigga? Okay, block shots, cool. Okay, whatever. Steals?
Yeah.
Nah, come on, bro.
Bro, Braun, the kid Braun and Westbrook, they just run down the streak down now. They don't need.
I seen the game the other day.
yeah, he's coming to get the ball like he's the one.
He's the point guard.
Yeah, he's like.
They what he's doing is too. The coaches run some beautiful plays. He'll come in off the box, come get the ball like you said at the key. Westbrook can pass to it. Westbrook can fake like going to the wing and cut to the basket, give it to Westbrook. He's just finished. And they got really good plays that they're running with him off point guard. 21 assists. 21 assists is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah, and
man.
they take the big man away from the basket, which is helping them. That's why they're getting the rebound.
Exactly. And then on top of that, you can't leave him out there.
Yeah.
Because he could shoot the 3. Look, Shea is still favored to get it, but I think they're going to base it on the amount of wins that OKC is in front of everybody in the West. They're like a 7-game lead, even in front of Denver. So the next closest team is Denver, or it was the Lakers, but I believe it's Denver now. And that bigger gap in the Western Conference pause is probably going to give Shea the reason to get MVP. And if it ain't a season to give it to him, what season are you going to give it to him? But goddamn, I don't know. As much as I like Shea, I don't know if I could vote for him if I had a vote. This is what Joker's doing. Higher.
High.
Okay.
Definitely high.
And then with what you guys just said, that definitely sparks another debate because there's a lot of back and forth on who is the best player in the league right now, which we'll get into another day, but definitely going to have to get you guys' opinions on that. Lastly, we got Jamal Murray at 22.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
I mean, he play on my team, so I'm definitely going higher.
What team is he referring to now? I have no idea.
I'm just going to start saying, I don't know. I don't know.
Thought the Lakers was your team.
Exactly.
Look at these.
I was just waiting for him to say it. I was just waiting for him to say it.
LeBron out now, nigga.
I don't know.
Two things could be right at it.
New hotness.
New hotness, Title Town on the move, If LeBron is out, I can't be with the Lakers and LeBron out.
We knew this already anyway, Murder. What's the answer?
Yeah, Jamal Murray, 22.5 points. Do you have him higher or
Denver,
lower?
his team is crazy. The OKC, a lot of teams was his team. Higher, more so.
OKC was never my team. I said Denver was my team since the bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, we so need to cross-check past videos and find the trail because I'm lost.
I'm not gonna argue. He looked like he in the mood. I ain't even feeding it.
Okay, make sure you guys download the Underdog app and you can make your picks too. We've got a lot of football to talk about. So today we are joined with our analyst, Arabia.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Nice to be back.
We figured you would show up with all of the moves that the Commanders are making. I figured you was somewhere around if that's going on.
Yeah, I'm always in tune with the Commanders, at the very least. So I've definitely been live tracking them 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the moves they made to then make them to the Super Bowl.
Cam, who's your team?
Hey, look, we wear Commanders colors, man. All right. We wear Commanders. I don't have a team currently because I'm still looking for one because I was with Tom Brady all my years for the last 20 years. And listen, let me tell you, Arabia, let me tell you something. I don't even know if you're old enough. I was pardon my language if I say the wrong thing, but I was a Redskins fan, all right? Growing up, I'm talking about when the Redskins lost, I cried. Are you familiar with Joe Gibbs? Are you familiar with Art? Are you familiar with Art Monk? Are you familiar with John Riggins? Are you familiar with Joe Theismann? I don't even know if you was born when I was a Redskins fan. All right? I was out here, so don't get at me. You're the new hotness with the Commanders. I've been down for years.
And I was a Redskins fan when it was Doug Williams.
Wow. Okay, but actually, I co-sign this. There's a picture of you with the Redskins. This is the one time that was posted, and I was like, dang, he has the footage.
Killer. I was a Redskin fan.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Redskin fan when it was Doug Williams. I got the jacket on.
Doug Williams, that was after Joe Theismann.
I got the jacket on.
That's afterwards. That was like the
I'm not going to argue. I had the jacket on.
The year was a fucking... it wasn't an official year when niggas won that year.
Pull a picture up. Pull a picture up.
I'm not saying you don't murder.
Pull a picture up.
I had the phone.
Okay.
The house phone, that was the helmet. The Redskins helmet, nigga, pause when your house phone ring and it's the helmet. That was my phone. Doug Williams wasn't even, he was probably a young nigga like us at the time. So all of y'all chill out. Arabia too, was you alive when the Redskins won in the 80s when they won the Super Bowl?
Darryl Green.
Well, their last Super Bowl was in the 90s, and yes, I was alive.
Well, I said, that wasn't the question. I asked, was you alive when they won in the 80s?
Status pulling my picture.
All right. I've been out here. It's hard to find murder. Don't kill yourself looking for that Redskins picture. Listen, we ain't got that much time, man.
I'm gonna send it to Nick because I so found it and I was like, dang, I guess he always was a Commanders fan. This is the one time I'll co-sign it.
Not Commanders.
OG team, my fault.
Since
champs.
Since the Commanders sound like a G League team.
But
what you got to say about that, Arabia? My man Sin City said the Commanders sound like an NBA G League team, man.
It does, but I don't care if the G League name team get into the Super Bowl. Then cool. I don't care what they call.
I like that.
Yeah, but
he's sticking with it.
First and foremost, Arabia, you did share some news on your social media, so I just want to say we are glad you are back and glad you are okay. Is there anything else that you would like to tell the audience, because you were missed and people were concerned? So I just want to kind of let you speak on that just a little bit if you like, and then we'll move on into all the stuff happening in free agency.
Yeah, so I definitely took a little break, kind of coming back, getting my legs back with this whole media thing, but found out in October that I had breast cancer, so just took a pause at the end of the Super Bowl for a few weeks while I dealt with surgery, and still kind of going through it. I have another surgery in April, but just took a little break for my health, and so now I'm kind of getting back. So thank you for having me back.
Yes, of course. We are so glad you were okay.
Man.
You were missed.
Definitely missed you, man.
You were missed. Okay, so Mase saw some information, which we'll show at the end. Let's get into the Colts. They are signing Daniel Jones. Like,
let me see.
Yo, Yo, Wale had posted that, and I was like, yo.
He's rocking the
Thank
jacket.
you,
I'm
Wale.
gonna send it to Nick
Thank
because
you,
y'all are not
Wale.
gonna be able to see it from here.
Thank you, Wale. I
is-
can't make this up.
I know I'm gonna send in that era. All my pictures and jerseys.
How old were you on that picture?
Yo, Larry, stay out of this.
Y'all was on tour in that city. You rocked that
Yo,
out.
Larry, stay out of
That's a
this.
fact.
He was just rocking the
Stay out of
jacket.
this, Larry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
The evidence is there. Mase, he was correct. At some point.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know.
Send the picture to Nick. Y'all will see.
Yeah,
that.
you know.
Okay,
Got lucky.
let's get into the Colts. They are signing Daniel Jones to a 1-year, $14 million deal. He had a chance to return to the Vikings, but we now know that that is not the case. Arabia, do you think that he is a good fit for the Colts, or does this cause some issues at the quarterback position? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Daniel Jones is not about to find a second win and come to life on the Colts. That's not why he was brought in. He was brought in to be competition for Anthony Richardson. And so it's really just another Shane Steichen motivational move. We saw Shane Steichen do another one of these moves by benching him for Joe Flacco. So this is another move to kind of just try to light the fire under Anthony Richardson's feet to see if he can realize his potential. And it also adds to the larger conversation, which is kind of a sidebar, of drafting and scouting and how it really is not an exact science. We have Daniel Jones, who was the number 6 overall pick in 2019. We have Richardson, who was the number 4 overall pick in 2023, both kind of struggling to find their footing. Daniel Jones being signed to a practice squad. So it's kind of like the weatherman. The weatherman can try to do his best, read data, read analytics, go based on his performance, but you never know until the day gets here. And now that we're here, we see that these 2 high draft picks ended up kind of struggling and trying to find their footing. So Daniel Jones is not about to come in and take over anybody's spot, but stranger things have happened. I can see Daniel Jones maybe coming in, having a couple of splash plays here and there. He could have a little bit still left in the tank, especially when it comes to his legs. He's one of those mobile quarterbacks who can get you some rushing touchdowns, who can make it happen on the ground. But for the most part, this move was made in order to create competition for Anthony Richardson.
So you think the nigga ain't got how old? First of all, how old is he? Stat?
Daniel Jones,
Yeah, because Arabia's just throwing a nigga under the bus.
27.
Yeah, he ain't even that old, Arabia. Now, look, I'm not no Daniel Jones fan. My personal opinion is the Giants really fucked up when they gave him that chicken and didn't give it to Saquon Barkley. And they paid on it the ultimate price. Niggas in the division winning the Super Bowl about 2 or 3 years after you paid this nigga. And not only that, he's not on the team anymore. But I'm not, so don't get me wrong, I'm not a Daniel Jones fan at the moment. But why do you think he can't be a good quarterback in this league eventually? The way you made it seem like he came to create competition, which I'm not disagreeing with you, but why don't you think that could be his spot eventually?
I'm not saying that I don't, but even given the fact that they gave him a 1-year deal, it's kind of like, let's just see what you do here. They don't even necessarily believe that. It's not even a 2-year. They're just kind of like, let's just see if you can create competition, and if you do come in, we can be the first ones in your ear if we do want to re-sign you. But I just don't see that for Daniel Jones. I didn't really see it towards his later years in New York. We didn't see anything from him for the Vikings, so I don't see it. I'll throw him under the bus. I'll be the first one to say I don't see Daniel Jones coming out and being like a top-tier quarterback. He could be a mid-tier and find his footing on somebody's team, but I don't see him being like the guy in the league.
Yeah, the reason why to me, and I would take your opinion and your take over mine because I haven't put this much thought into it. But Richardson he's always fucking hurt from what I'm fucking thinking of his short career in Indianapolis. The nigga, he's always hurt or he's always tired. What the fuck he says that? The nigga was...
Yeah, he said he was tired, so he asked to be pulled out.
Yeah, the fuck, my nigga. So... lucky Joe Flacco wasn't killing because he might have fucking sat down the rest of the fucking season talking about Richardson. Very inconsistent since he's been here, injuries or whatever else the reason. And Daniel Jones, to me, like I said, I have no dog in the fight, but you just never know. People like me, when I see Geno Smith, and I thought it was over for him, especially living in New York. You play with the Jets, you play with the Giants. You couldn't get it done on either one, the Jets or the Giants. Not saying that's a easy thing to do living in New York. Then you go to the Chargers, doesn't look good. Then you're sitting behind Russell Wilson for years. Now you're about to get a very, very good contract. It was a long road to get back to people wanting to pay Geno Smith $35 million. You know, he left Seattle because he thinks he's worth $45 million. But I didn't think Geno Smith would ever be in this conversation, having this type of offers offered to him, and not just offered to him at 34 years old. So I think Daniel Jones has time. Is he going to succeed? I'd take Arabia's take and say maybe he's just there for competition. But seeing what Geno Smith's been able to accomplish the last 2 or 3 years, I'm not counting anybody out at the quarterback position until it's all said and done.
Okay. And then, so just a follow-up question. So among players with at least 10 starts, Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson hold the 2 lowest passer ratings in the NFL over the last 2 seasons. Richardson also has the worst completion percentage over that span, and Jones has the fewest adjusted yards per attempt. It is what it is. We supposed to keep it real. Arabia, in your words, is there upside, or do you feel like the Colts season is still doomed for this upcoming season? Or is there hope? You know, what are we thinking?
I think it's way too early to count their season out, and the official league year has not even really started. We still have the draft coming up. We still have OTAs, training camp. So I would not count the Colts out today. Way too early. Like you said, we've seen quarterbacks turn things around. Sam Darnold. Who thought Sam Darnold was going to come out and have the season that he did? We see it all the time at every position, where people come out and have really great seasons. So I wouldn't count them out at all. And they're in a division where you can accumulate a few wins. So I wouldn't count them out at all.
Okay. Cam, what do you think?
The Colts?
Yeah. Do we see upside or?
It ain't no reason to count them in. What the fuck we even putting them in? Every year some shit with the Colts, yo. Colts they ain't even been that decent. I ain't been fucking with the Colts since then. Well, I ain't gonna go back to Peyton Manning, but Andrew Luck. Since Andrew Luck left, I don't know what the fuck going on with the Colts. Most I know about the Colts is the owner be getting high. Irsay, that nigga be high. Right? Irsay, that's that nigga name. That's the last famous shit happened with the Colts. Them niggas, you know what I'm saying, nigga? See, I'll just look up my nigga. That's the most famous shit that happened with the Colts in the last 10 years. Andrew Luck retired early, and Irsay keep getting caught with them pills and them drugs, and that's that. I can't invest my time into the Colts. Whatever Arabia said, I don't know.
Okay. Now we're going to move on to MYLES Garrett. He agrees to a 4-year, $160 million extension with the Browns. There's $123.5 million in guaranteed money, which makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Arabia, are you surprised he took the money as opposed to looking for a win with another team? What do we think about this situation? And what do we think about him being the highest paid non-quarterback?
I think he deserves it. He's one of the best at his position in the entire league. He absolutely deserves it. I hate MYLES Garrett on the Browns. MYLES Garrett hates MYLES Garrett on the Browns. He just said it. He just said that he doesn't want to be there. You can see it in his eyes. He's tired of losing. And yet they gave him a bag and he stayed. He's kind of like a female that's like, oh, my nigga not shit. But then you turn around and you get back with him. He's in a domestic toxic relationship with the Cleveland Browns. Because they threw him a bag, he's sticking beside him. And it's kind of surprising because some of these guys, the more that you go in your position, you start to think about your legacy, what you're leaving behind. When it's all said and done, yes, the money is a motivation, but you start to think like you want wins, you want a Super Bowl, you're trying to get to the mountaintop, especially if you're a really good player. So I am surprised that he stayed, and he's talking about he wants to bring other free agents to the team and attract people. Don't nobody want to be on the damn Browns. And it happens a lot with this position group. We see Max Crosby. We don't really get to see him deep in the postseason. No offense, Stat, but we don't get to see TJ Watt deep in the postseason because the Steelers hanging on to the fact that they are a 500 team, but TJ Watt has yet to win a playoff game. We see it with Trey Hendrickson, who's a bright spot on a really bad defense. We see it with Micah Parsons, who's from the Cowboys, who really isn't making any noise in the playoffs. So this position group can be very frustrating as far as seeing some of the most elite players deep in the playoffs. So I hate that MYLES Garrett is on the Browns, but good for him for making some money, getting the bag, and hopefully the Browns turn it around. But, you know, and maybe if this was after the preview, like 2023 season where they had like 6 or 7 wins, but you know, I guess he was looking for a bag and he found it. Good for him. He deserves it.
Arabia is mad disrespectful telling niggas that they acting like bitches taking bags. That's why I look at that. That's wild disrespectful. Miles, and I didn't say that.
I did.
I did not say that. I did not. That's not the way I put it. That's Arabia's words. But
I did, I think.
yeah, that's why we here. Secondly, but we got to stop doing this too, man. That's why I like the show. We not sugarcoating. I'm just being clear on who said what, because Mal Garrett be jumping over niggas for us. He can jump over a table. He see you from a place. That nigga's fast. But what we got to, all jokes aside on the series now, what we got to stop doing here, before I give my take on this situation, is we got to stop saying no offense to people who deserve offense. When Arabia says no offense that, because TJ Watt ain't been, look, it's offense. If she want to root for them niggas and that's be her team, that's problem. She's not even from that city. So it's offense. No offense. Yes, offense. We always know offense in society and shit like that. And when you say no offense, you really mean to be offensive. So I'm sick of it. Like, instead of no offense, too bad for you, Stat, that your niggas don't get to go nowhere in the playoffs. And you know what? This is how teams are. This reminds me of sin with the New York Knicks when they got to the second round last year and they're feeling themselves. This is Arabia in the offseason because she's going to be feeling herself sorry that she don't go deep in the playoffs. And this the type of shit that we do because they ain't been doing it in years. This is all the gloating the New York Knicks fans do in the offseason. This is what's going to happen with the Commanders now because they had a really, really good season. All the Commanders fans, they think they did something because they did, so you have to deal with this in the offseason. That's what I actually want to say before we got to the actual topic. A lot of people say that Myles Garrett's the best player in the NFL, period, no matter what the position is. So to my personal opinion is Arabia made great points about all the defensive backs that she brought up, everybody. You know, Cincinnati's my team. I'm pissed off they can't get the shit together. But the point being is I think Myles Garrett knew this. There's no way in the world Cleveland was trading him. He knew that. Who they going to get for Myles Garrett? It's the top of the line. So you're not getting anybody. Let me extort some more money out these niggas. Let me act like I want to get traded. Even though I'm not saying he really didn't want to get traded, but you know that's not going to happen. It's unrealistic. So instead of getting traded, he's like, look, I'm going to get some more money out these motherfuckers. Pardon me. And that's what he did. That's what he did. A lot of people could kick, cry, scream, yell, and eventually get their way to try and get traded, whether it's football, basketball, or what have you. We just seen a few niggas ask for some trades and they got them. Niggas say, yo, I don't want to play here for this fee. Oh yeah, well let's go get the fuck out of here, Geno Smith. Or yeah, go touch yourself out there, Cooper. Go figure it out. You want more money? Go figure it out. Myles Garrett, that was not going to happen for him ever, no. So I think he was smart in grabbing some more bread because you ain't going nowhere.
Okay, and then just before we close, Arabia, I just want to ask you, is there anything in particular you think will happen before this window ends?
I mean, there definitely are a few people who could potentially be finding landing spots. I mean, you think about the Chargers, right? And maybe not a guy who's on headlines every year, but they are trying to boost that offense with Justin Herbert and add a run game. So J.K. Dobbins is still on the table. We're not sure if he's going to stay there, if he's going to go somewhere else. So there are a lot more moves to be made, a lot more free agents that are looking for a home, people who are trying to get signed and re-signed. So it's definitely not over yet.
Okay, y'all. Make sure you stay tuned. It's not over. You heard it here first. But that's all the time that we have for today. Arabia, it was a pleasure to have you. Glad you were back.
Thank you for having me. And I don't know if I saw correctly, but is Larry, are you a Cowboys fan?
That's a Cubs.
He'd be coming in with different jerseys too. He's not.
Oh no, I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboys fan for real. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna show you proof too.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you proof. Just because I thought about this the other day, because I don't never say I be undercover, but my keychain is. Oh no, I ain't got my keys.
Yep.
Another car. I'm a Cowboy fan. How'd you know?
Because it's not your jacket. I see your jacket got red and blue on it. When it was unzipped earlier in the show, underneath it looked real cowboyish.
No. That's a throwback. What was that boy named Gates?
Chargers.
No, that was Gates from the
Oh, I see.
Chargers. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was a better. I was a gambler back in the day. So whoever wanted me the money, I would buy their jersey, old school throwbacks. That's why.
Yo, what is you doing, Ray? You monitoring niggas' shirts and all that when they open their jacket on, what they wearing,
You know
what team it is, and all that? That's kind of crazy. I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk shit. Like my Commanders made it to the title game. I'm using this window as long as I can. So you a Cowboys fan with a Chargers jersey on? That's cute.
No. I said I was a better. I didn't care who won. I just whoever wins me the money is what team I'm going
Arabia,
with.
let me tell you something, man. Let me explain something to you trolling people about what they're wearing at this point. Yo, listen. It ain't even like y'all the best team in your division. All right, let's start there. You're not the best team in your division, so calm down. When you're the best team in your division, we can do something about it. You're the second best team in your division, but you're not the best team in your division.
And just so you know, my Cowboys used to beat the Redskins with, we had Everson Walls, Tony Dorsett.
Keep it 100. Yeah, I ain't keep it 100 light. Them days is over. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with these people right here ahead of us right now.
You know
And this was ahead of us right now. We can't go back in the past, but I'm telling you, they're going to try and do this all year, and they're not the best team in their division. They're good, but they're not the best team.
You're not the best team in your division either, or the second best. Like you talk about you a Bengals fan, y'all. What y'all on? Y'all ain't on shit with that defense. So because you're not either. You're not even the second best team in your division.
This is a fact, but we have a bullshit defense. But you see with our quarterback, you see they not paying our receivers. They see not paying our best defensive line. We got the worst food in the fucking NFL in the cafeteria. You're right. We're not a good organization. But the reason that I'm a Bengals fan and not a Cleveland fan is because I'm an Ohio fan. And me being an Ohio fan means that I'm a champion and Michigan isn't. So good night.
Crazy.
I lived in Columbus, Ohio for 6 years. You have a good night because I'm a champion this year and you're not even in the championship.
Wow.
We had crossover with collegiate. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody in the DMV is winning right now, just let me know because the Wizards. If you want to talk about the Wizards,
we can talk about the Capitals. Go Caps.
Now I like Alex Ovechkin. I dig it, but they're not going to win either. America didn't even win in the fucking All-Star game.
That's okay.
All I'm gonna say is I need to facilitate. No, I'm good on the outside. I just would love to facilitate a debate. I don't know what it's gonna be, but tit for tat, I'm here for it. So
yeah, I would love to.
We'll have to facilitate that. But again,
but you might be a seriously thank you for coming. You look great. I'm happy that you're better, and we can't wait to have you back on the show again.
Yes.
Thank you for having me so much.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank y'all for watching, and as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.